I'm really, really excited because and very relieved because it's been a very long journey to get the film out, and I can't wait for people in India to finally watch the film.
Frankly, I saw the film with a lot of thought process. Okay, it'll be a bit pretentious, it'll be arty, 11 awards, great. And then I saw this very, very stark and entertaining film. And here it was, standing there, staring me in the face and saying, do you have the guts to take me on? I think I never had a more honest internal conversation with myself than I had after I saw this film. And I think a lot of women will experience the same thing. We're so scared to feel that it's now become second nature to us to be shy about even our own simplest sexual fantasies, our own simplest desires. It's like it's not allowed. And this film had this, it stared me in the face and asked me a question as a woman, that as a producer, you'll make a financial decision. But as a woman, it's time you make a decision from the heart. And I did.
A lot of us today take for granted the kinds of struggles that women have gone through like just in the last 100 years. We just take it for granted. Like women were not allowed to vote, we were not allowed to own property, we were considered property. We don't know how much progress we have just made in the last 100 years. We just take it for granted. And of course, there's a long way to go still, but I think that this film is one of those films which definitely throws, what do you call it? It stands by what it says, and it speaks very honestly about women and their inner lives, and it gives you a very authentic experience of that, of the inner lives of these four women. And I think that people will really, especially young people, I think they'll really respond to the authenticity and the integrity with which this story is told.
Let's not load the film down with words such as life-changing, movement, new wave, etc., etc. All these things labels can be very hard to live with. What I saw when I saw the film was that here is an extremely interesting, extremely sensitive, funny film. I enjoyed watching it.
My character's name is Shireen Aslam, and she's a woman who has 3 children, and she manages her household and her life as per the expectations from her. But she has certain restrictions, constraints in her life, which she accepts. But she manages, but she also has her inner desires, her inner ambitions, her inner, things that she wants to fulfill. And she has to find innovative ways to work around the loopholes of what is allowed and what is not allowed, and still manage to get, whatever these small dreams are, and how to accomplish these small dreams while managing so many other things, while fulfilling so many roles, while being so vulnerable and yet being so strong at the same time.
ये जो उंगली है ना, ये लिपस्टिक जो है, ये उस समाज पर है जो हमें बाहर आने नहीं दे रहा, हमें अपनी आवाज़ को दबाने की पे मजबूर कर रहा है. तो it's not about CBFC. It's about and it's about an ideology. It's not about men again. Please, I am going to do a campaign called Lipstick for Men. Because it is. Because there are lots of men who've made us the women we are, like my father. And there are lots of women who insist that there's a son born and put their daughter-in-laws through various children and abortions. So it's not about women and men, it's about ideology.
Women are battling all over the world. I grew up at a time when my mom and people of her generation had fought to be where they were. I stand on their shoulders. I got my education. I got the kind of freedom and life that they were not able to have. And the sad thing is, I can't pass it on to my daughter. How sad is that? In one generation, we have given up all these advantages and we are moving backward rapidly. So it's patriarchy. It's an incomplete project, this project of dealing with patriarchy. And we all have to accept that we have a role to play, men and women. Very important to understand that it's not a single gender issue.